Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Damien here. I just got home and I wanted to make a video before my girlfriend got home and I didn't have the chance to do it. Um, let me see. I forgot what I wanted to make this YouTube video about. Oh, okay. So last night I was talking to a friend of mine, Billy, on Facebook, and we were just, discussing having people to talk to, having support, and having people around, that understand and don't understand, or, people that, got comments to say about it, or so on and so forth. And, you know, I was telling about, some of my experiences where, I've had, when it comes to trans guys, I've had trans guys come up to me and, say, hey man, how you doing, blah, 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 asking me how my transition is going and, where I'm at it and whatnot, and, like, asking me if I started T yet, and, I say no, and they'll be like, oh, well, you started so much before me, why aren't you on T, ha, 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 kind of laughing, like, they're beating me at it. And, and then, I got other friends that are, like, asking me about it, and they're like, oh, well, I started T not too long ago, so on and so forth, I remember, watching your videos and stuff like that, and you being so far ahead of me, and now, look where I'm at, he wishes me the best and whatnot, like, there's a difference to it, like, being transgendered and, going through a transition and, knowing people that's going through a transition, like, what's the need of the competition? Like, everybody's got their own speed, everybody's got their own personal lives where, some things, putting clothes on your back and food in your stomach and, a whip for you to drive in, or, a crib for you to live in is, sometimes, a little bit more important than maybe testosterone. Like, I chose to, get my license, have a car, and, be able to feed myself and, support myself, then being able to go to the doctor to have my blood work done and, to have testosterone. My gender markers changed. I do have my T letter. Like, just because, I've been told because I haven't gone any further that I'm not really trans, and, everybody's got their own speed. Like, just because, you started already and I haven't, and I may have come out, before you, doesn't mean, you're more trans than I am. And coming to think of that, I've talked to a few guys and even, been bashed myself, about, not being trans enough, or that I'm not trans because of a certain, something, or the way that I do things in the bedroom. Personally, however I do things in the bedroom is however I do things in the bedroom. There ain't nothing that crosses the line, because if you haven't tried it once, how do you know that you don't like it? Another thing, like, someone said, if a trans dude, takes it in the butt, so what? They made anal probes for a reason, they didn't think, hey, let's, make something, shove up your ass and, think of a gay guy. Those things have been made for years. Like, straight men use them. Like, it doesn't matter. What if a, trans guy wants to as well? So what? Bio guys do. It doesn't make him any less of a guy, okay? So, so what? He was born with something that happens to be a hole. Okay, like, if you like something, so what? That's his choice. Just because, that's something he likes in the bedroom, doesn't make him any less of a man. Come on now. Gay guys have sex with, other guys, and that doesn't make them any less of a man, now does it? Just the point being, like, there's no point to bash somebody else for something that they like. Like, it's the same community. Like, you're supposed to support somebody. Like, could you think about how, you felt when you didn't start T, and, everybody was all over your back of, whatever it may be. Like, nobody needs that extra pressure or stress. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's hard enough, just transitioning and, making people that aren't in the community, understand and be educated about it, to have to fight somebody that's supposed to be by your side, that's supposed to fight with you. What else? Touching on, I mean, that also goes into that one, butch dyke girl that was, like, fucking taking all these trans dude pictures and putting up and bashing them or whatever. Okay, bitch, get a life. You're grown. What's another point I wanted to make? You just, like, everybody just do things at your own pace. Don't, like, don't feel like, you gotta, start T or whatever, like, or double your dosage. Like, okay, like, I haven't started T yet, but I have done my research. I have talked to a lot of guys. I have talked to a lot of partners. I have talked to a lot of people in the community. I've talked to a lot of doctors. Like, it is very important to follow your prescription, to follow what your doctor tells you. Like, before you start T, they suggest you do not smoke, because if you smoke and start testosterone, it higher your factor for heart attacks and high blood pressure and just shit. Okay, and then doubling your dosage on top of smoking and or excessive drinking or whatever it may be, that is very bad for your health. Like, extremely bad for you. I can't stress that enough, and I can't say that I personally know it from experience, but I've seen it, I've heard it, like, I've read it. Like, please, be cautious, listen to your doctors. If you feel like your dose isn't high enough, please go and get your blood work done again. Talk to your doctors, tell them how you feel. Just don't go doing it on your own. It's very risky, and I don't want to see any my brothers pass, and whatever it may be, because they wanted to risk their health, because they couldn't be patient and understand that they have the rest of their lives ahead of them to become the person that they are. It's not a race. You're gonna make it. You will be okay. I think that covers the 2 points I wanted to make. Oh, and just an update, just in case anybody doesn't know. I've been getting a lot of people asking me where I'm from, if I started T, and so on and so forth. I am 21 years old. My name is Damien. I live in, well, technically Willoughby, Ohio, but, Cleveland, Ohio, so on and so forth. And surprising news, my biological brother from my mother and my father has recently come out as trans. So we now have an F to M in the family and an M to F. So how the tables have turned. I guess I hope everybody is doing good, going, getting through their transitions and everything, and I guess I'll catch you guys on the flip side.